Daddy here, coming to you live from Kenya. Well, not live, but I'm in Kenya when I'm recording this. On my last holiday before our lovely baby's born. But I've got a few questions for you experienced dads, so I'm hoping you can help me out. So question number one, if you could sum up your labour room experience in 3 words, what would they be?
Amazing.
I'd say complicated, stressful,
tiring,
anxious.
The only 3 words I could think of would be like no other. I mean, it's, all of those things. It's amazing, it's wonderful, it's scary, it's anxious, it's terrifying, it's gruesome, it's joyful, it's wonderful. There's so many words you can use, but they don't really even come close. You've just got to experience it, you've just got to feel it. So 3 words, like no other.
Loads of people tell me that I need all these things, but what are the vital things that I need to take?
everything. For your partner, kitchen sink.
If I were you, boredom's a big key thing because they could be in labour for hours or days. So make sure you've got like an iPad or an iPhone or a book if you're into reading books.
Makeup.
We filled our bag with all this stuff, and I think we ended up having a full, great big hold-all and another bag filled with things, and then a pillow on top as well. And in the end, all we used was a hair bobble. That's it, a hair bobble, hair tie to tie our hair back.
Chargers. As much as everybody says, oh yeah, I need to take a charger, this I guarantee it's be the last thing you forget to pick up.
Make sure you've got change and cash on you so you can just shoot off to the shop. There's always a shop and hospital. I know it'll cost you an arm and a leg, but at least you've got that money there to get in and amongst it.
Obviously, if your child's coming home that day, which we all hope and pray that they do, everything being okay, car seats.
Clothes and nappies for the baby once it's born. But other than that, just make sure you are fed. You're going to need some energy.
Camera. Change clothes for yourself. You don't know how long you're going to be there. Deodorant, because those places get hot.
Plymouth Hospital, for example, has got Wi-Fi, so if you've got like your iPad on you there, you can stream football or whatever you want to do while she's in labour.
Yeah, pretty much anything your wife tells you to take, because she's the one in charge.
What are your labour room no-nos?
Don't bang on about like lack of sleep or make inappropriate like gags or like things that you think are funny. Like I like to make quite weird gags, and when I'm in an awkward situation, I'll always make stupid jokes. I found that midwives don't take the jokes quite lightly, and they are a bit like, well, what are you on about?
Do what you can to make her comfortable, and that means don't sit there on your phone playing Candy Crush or catching up on FIFA.
Do not, under any circumstances, show your partner that you are worried or upset about anything, regardless if you are. The one person she is relying on the most is you.
Don't just walk out. I've done that a few times where I've just walked out just to go and get a breather outside. Always make sure you just let someone know where you're going in case something happens.
Biggest thing is just remember that you're there to support your missus.
What are the things that I should absolutely do during the labour room experience?
Well, first you do as you're told. If you do as you're told, you can't be in the doghouse, can you? A bit like the one I'm in right now.
100%. Always just listen to what your partner wants and just do it. So if she wants you to rub her back, just rub the back.
Offer to rub her back. Number 2, stop rubbing her back.
Or if she wants a drink, make sure you just get her the drink.
Offer to get her hair out of her eyes. Number 4, don't get her hair out of her eyes. There isn't a right answer. There really isn't.
If for any reason that your child has to be taken out of the room, go with them. Your partner will be looked after by plenty of staff there, as long as you are with your child. If there's any reason they have to be left the room, certainly go with them.
We've got the TENS machine out, we put it on, 10 seconds later, no, I don't want that, okay, we'll take that off, let's get in the pool. So we got in the pool, 10 seconds later, no, that wasn't good, that wasn't right, so she got out of the pool.
Make sure they also get the vitamin K injection, which helps their lungs develop.
My theory is just try it, just offer it, and make sure that you are doing something that's trying to help her feel as comfortable as she can be.
One thing I would like to add on here is a bit of a tip, that you've got to be ready in yourself. So everyone always worries and everyone always concentrates on the mum, but they don't think about what the dad's got to do additionally. So you've got to make sure that yourself are primed and focused for the labour and for when the baby actually arrives. So make sure that you're well rested, make sure that you're well fed, because you've got to look after yourself, because anything can happen during that labour period. She may need to be rushed in for a C-section. In that case, when the baby does arrive, you're going to be needing to look after the child straight away. you know, or if she needs like stitches and things like that, you're going to need to be on hand to be like, right, okay, I'll look after the baby. And the last thing you want is to be like absolutely knackered or starving or like worrying about like little things that will play in the back of your mind. So just make sure that you're prepared yourself, as well as your partner's prepared for obviously what's about to happen.
I'm a pretty emotional chap, so I reckon I'll be crying. But did you cry?
Yes, I cried. I cried for obviously the happiest reason, that my son was born. I was a father, and it was such an emotional experience. But I also cried, sadly, because my son had a few complications to begin with, and has now had complications for the rest of his life, unfortunately.
No, not the first time, and not the second time. That makes me sound really cold-hearted. The first time I didn't, because I didn't really have too much time to think about it, and obviously when things went a bit wrong. The second time I was really excited, so yeah, maybe a little bit, maybe like a tear of joy, but we had the neighbour here, and the mother-in-law was floating around, and we had 2 paramedics. It was on the top of the stairs, it was a bit awkward, so you couldn't really have got like a proper tear on at that point.
If you asked my wife, she'd say no. If you asked me, I would say almost. I did kind of cry. It was one of those things where, well, when Ted came out, he was thrusted upon Jen, and seeing her face with that kind of elation really did get to me. It did really pull my strings, and so yeah, there was one moment where, you know, I was sort of cutting, and you know, there was sort of tears in my eyes, but she doesn't remember that, and I get a lot of stick for it anyway.